Hurricane Irma, one of the most powerful Atlantic storms in a century, drove toward Florida on Friday as it lashed the Caribbean with devastating winds and torrential rain, leaving behind 14 deaths and a swathe of catastrophic destruction. Irma was about 495 miles, 795 kilometers, southeast of Miami, Florida, early on Friday, after soaking the northern coasts of the Dominican Republic and Haiti and pummeling the Turks and Caicos Islands. The extremely dangerous hurricane was downgraded from a Category 5 to a Category 4 early on Friday, but it still packed winds as strong as 155 miles per hour, 250 kilometers per hour, the National Hurricane Center said in an advisory. It was heading for the Bahamas, where it was expected to bring 20-foot, 6-meter, storm surges before moving to Cuba and then slamming into southern Florida on Sunday. In Miami, hundreds lined up for bottled water and cars looped around city blocks to get gas on Thursday. Gasoline shortages in the Miami-Fort Lauderdale area worsened on Thursday, with sales up to 5 times the norm. In Palm Beach, the waterfront Mar-a-Lago estate owned by U.S. President Donald Trump was ordered evacuated, media said. Trump also owns property on the French side of St. Martin, an island devastated by the storm. A mandatory evacuation on Georgia's Atlantic coast was due to begin on Saturday, Governor Nathan Deal said. Irma has ravaged a series of small islands in the northeast Caribbean, including Barbuda, St. Martin and the British and U.S. Virgin Islands, ripping down trees and flattening homes and hospitals. A Reuters witness described the roof and walls of a well-built house shaking hard as the storm rocked the island of provincials and caused a drop in pressure that could be felt in people's chests. Throughout the islands in its wake, shocked locals tried to comprehend the extent of the devastation, and simultaneously got ready for another major hurricane, Jose, now a Category 3 and due in the northeastern Caribbean on Saturday. 4 people died in the U.S. Virgin Islands, a government spokesman said, and a major hospital was badly damaged by the wind. A U.S. amphibious assault ship arrived in the U.S. Virgin Islands on Thursday and sent helicopters for medical evacuations from the destroyed hospital. A man was reported missing after trying to cross a river in Sur-Source in Haiti's Central Plateau region. Barbuda, where 1 person died, was reduced to rubble, Prime Minister Gaston Brown said. In the British Overseas Territory of Anguilla, another person was killed in the hospital, airport and power and phone services were damaged, emergency service officials said. French Prime Minister Edouard Philippe said 4 bodies were recovered on the French-Dutch island of St. Martin, which was hit hard. 3 people were killed in Puerto Rico and around 2/3 of the population lost electricity, Governor Ricardo Rossello said after the storm rolled by the U.S. territory's northern coast. A surfer was also reported killed in Barbados. The storm passed just to the north of the island of Hispaniola, shared by Dominican Republic and Haiti, causing some damage to roofs, flooding and power outages as it approached the impoverished Haitian side, which is particularly vulnerable to hurricanes and rain, although it did not make landfall. Cuba started evacuating some of the 51,000 tourists visiting the island, particularly 36,000 people at resorts on the northern coast. In Iberian, a coastal town in the hurricane's predicted path, residents were heading farther inland. Irma was the strongest hurricane ever recorded in the Atlantic Ocean and one of the 5 most forceful storms to hit the Atlantic basin in 82 years, according to the NHC. The storm activity comes after Hurricane Harvey claimed about 60 lives and caused property damage estimated at as much as $180 billion in Texas and Louisiana.